Hello, 2,000 of you wonderful people out there. How is it going? Happy Sunday or happy whatever day that you're watching this video. It is a Saturday here and we're going to be editing this today and releasing it tomorrow, which is a Sunday. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. We hit 2,000 subscribers this week.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, guys, this just shows you actually momentum because it took us 1 year to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Correct.
And
a little
2
over.
months to hit 2,000.
Yes.
So guys, persistence and consistency. That is the key. So happy to have all 2,000 of you here with us today. We actually asked you on Instagram last night?
It was yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday. What questions did you want us to answer? Because we haven't done a social media Q&A in a while.
Yeah.
So we got a pretty good amount of responses.
It was great.
So we're probably going to choose like 3 or 4 of them. I think there was actually a comment on YouTube I wanted to answer too, and it just felt like it'd be better in a video.
Perfect.
So we'll probably be answering that one as well. But first, because you know how we do, we're going to grab some coffee and then we're going to sit down and answer your questions. By the way, guys, I know you've been asking for it. It is happening. Our Instagram ads video is coming this Tuesday. I'm actually scripting it right up on my laptop over there. I guess people don't know you actually do have to script these things out. Even though we know it, it still has to kind of be laid out in a way that's educational and makes sense.
So we don't forget stuff too.
1, so we don't forget stuff, and 2, so that it's like easily digestible.
Yeah.
Because we could just spout out all the words to you, but we want to make sure that it's like a lesson in a way.
Sequential.
Sequential, like a educational lesson. So
Yeah.
that video is coming out this Tuesday. So if you want to know how to increase your engagement using Instagram ads, smash that
Like. And stay
it's still
tuned.
gonna come anyways.
It's gonna come either way.
So just hit
No, you know what? Hit the notification bell so you know.
That's a good idea.
You don't
Hit
forget.
that notification bell so you don't miss out on that video because it will be a good one. And we're going to be testing out new software that allows me to easily share the screen and be in the corner and all that fun stuff.
It's gonna be lit.
Look out for that video coming soon. And now to the coffee.
Yes.
Hello.
G'day, guys.
All right, so coffee, you know, it's essential. I'm digging the coffee sit-down chats that we're having, you know.
Makes it feel
Yeah.
just casual.
It also works for me because it takes me like 40 minutes to drink a coffee anyways.
Yes, Tiff
So
does
like
to
it
sit
just
on
gives me
her,
the time that I need to.
You like them cold?
Yeah,
I like to.
It's not cold. I like different
is it not
phases.
cold? Okay.
You get it hot a little bit, you get it warm, you get it cold, but it's good every time. So,
I feel like I notice myself sipping a lot more during the videos because I can't stand cold beverages that are supposed to be hot, like teas or coffee. I'd rather just burn my mouth.
I drink my tea cold too. Anyways, guys, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, how do you go?
Are you team cold coffee, team cold tea?
Let's just have cold brew.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Right?
That's true.
Anyway.
All right, so let's get to these questions
Yes,
that
we got some
you
good
guys
ones.
asked. Yeah, we have some really great ones.
Super happy with this one. Sometimes it's like an indication of the growth of the channel now that when we post a question like this, asking for questions, very meta.
Yeah.
You know, typically we would always get some responses, but I feel like now the responses are probably like 3 or 4 times what they were.
Yeah.
There's a lot of spam, and that's one thing I'm actually curious about. Why is there so much spam in the Q&A?
It's so bizarre to me. Let's see what question we should start off with. Maybe I should start off with the one from YouTube.
Yeah, perfect. Which is cool that people are asking a lot of questions on YouTube. You guys are asking some fantastic questions.
Yeah, I
really
love that. And
those.
please don't ever be afraid because sometimes we will answer in the video. Like this one I thought deserved a bit more length than what I would have written in a comment. So that's why I thought it was cool to do this for a video.
Cool.
So this one is from Gem Fur. She says, hi season, so glad I found your channel. Hey.
What up?
I'm new to social marketing. Currently I'm working with my first client right now. Luckily I have a friend who's referring business to my agency and I already have more clients that want to work with me.
Okay.
The question I have for you guys is, so congratulations, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're getting clients your way. How do you guys create a smooth automated system when working with many clients as well? How do you guys stay organized and work efficiently with little stress? Because I know you guys work hard. LOL, as a beginner, I'm only seeing a glimpse of it. Organization's everything, right?
Yes.
Like it's so key. And I would say for us, especially as you're bringing in more and more clients, is to create systems. Systems are so key because they allow you to have like these repetitive processes so that when something comes in, you know exactly how it's supposed to go, and it allows you to manage things easier. We have a system already for onboarding clients, so even when you reach out to us, there's a process for that, and then that process leads to an onboarding process if you say yes to us, and invoicing and all that stuff. And then we have a management process for our clients, whether or not it's consulting or full service. We use a software called Asana, which we love. I cannot talk about Asana enough. I've been using it since 2013.
Yes.
When I previously worked in marketing at a law firm is when I was introduced to it, and now we use it to manage all of our clients. Asana is great because it's task focused, it's very task oriented, which means once you decided a flow that makes sense for you, you're able to decide what tasks need to be done by which date and just set that up in Asana to work for you. So for example, for say a full service client where we're doing the content creation and the ads and the management, we have a system that says like, okay, photos, all assets need to be delivered by this date. So that way we can always stay 2 weeks ahead for scheduling on this date. And then this is how advertising and approvals are gonna work. We need approval by this date, and advertising is gonna work on this date. So being able to have all those tasks outlined that you could just set again for the next 2 weeks or a month out, however you actually arrange your management. Or for consulting and knowing that like, hey, we've had touch points with a client and we talked about XYZ, we need to follow up with them by this date, and actually putting our notes from that call in there and knowing when to follow up. It just keeps you so organized. So I would recommend, or I think we would both say,
very much so,
get a task management software that allows you to not have to think about it. And anytime you've done something from beginning to end and you know it's something that you're going to have to replicate, create a process or a system that you can use and implement, so that way you can just know exactly what to do the next time ahead. We'll leave a link to Asana in the description below, and if you guys ever want us to create a video surrounding like the top tools we use in our business, that's something we're totally down to do as well. So let us know in the comments or give this video a like, and we'll take it as an indicator that you are interested. Next question comes from Instagram. How much time do you spend replying and reacting to all your social mentions? That's a great question.
It is a great question. So for us as an agency, it is a two-part thing because we have our own projects such as High Season, and then we have our clients. So I guess it's sort of, it depends on the volume, like the time of year. Like right now there's more attention on social, so arguably there's kind of more things coming in. We try to tackle them as we go. So if there's a notification comes in, I try and get to it straight away, or I'll be like, all right, I'm sitting down for half an hour, I'm going through Instagram, and then you can just go through it all at one time. So as far as how much time,
it really can vary. And when it comes to clients, I think, especially when you're managing so many accounts, and if you don't have people assisting you with this, you probably want to designate periods of time, because the thing that you can get into a trap to is if you keep stopping what you're doing to keep replying to people as it comes up during the day, you'll never get work done. So I think a really healthy rule would be to reply to people in the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the evening, and then that's it. And
one exception to that rule, so when, depending on the type of client, if it's like a complaint or a time-sensitive issue, I jump on it. So you get the notifications, and if they're saying like, hey, this happened, and I'm like, all right, cool, and I'll swipe and go straight to that one. Otherwise, I think you're right, and I've sort of, I think subconsciously begun doing that, because I think it was interrupting my day too much before when I was trying to stay on top of it. And now I find like, all right, I'm sitting down for a sec, I'm going to go through, and I include our personal things in that you know, go through clients, check, you know, and you just sort of batch it together, just like we say to batch everything. Batch content creation, batch your scheduling, batch engagement, which is separate.
I actually want to touch on that too when it comes to engagement and how often you should be engaging on Instagram.
Do you want to differentiate between the engagement and then this? So do you want to just explain?
Oh sure, so you were talking specifically about replies and responses, so it's reactive.
Thank you, reactive.
So it's looking at the reactive. We reply to everybody. And like for as long as we can reply to everybody, we will be replying to everybody. And when it comes to clients, there's no question about that. We reply to everybody. Every complaint, every compliment, any single opportunity you have to engage. One, for the algorithm, because it helps you and you have more engagement. But two, because if you're building a real brand, you want to be a brand that people can rely on. Like one of the clients that we had, that we were able to change the sentiment around the brand as a whole, because they didn't, it took a while. But in the end, we were able to change that sentiment and become a place that their audience could rely on for resources about store closures wars or issues with food, like anything that was happening, and we became this place that people started loving and engaging with and just shouting them out all the time because a community was built around just being responsive. So it's very, very huge that you do that. So never leave a comment like hanging out there. Throw some emojis at it if you have to. So that's the reactive side of it. On the proactive side, which you would hear us talk about very often because it is the one key thing to growth and organic growth. We'll leave it in the card there for you, and we'll also include a link in the description below. For that, our recommendation is that you proactively engage with people up to 2 hours per day if you can. If you can manage it. We know not everybody has the time to do it, but we found a lot of success with that, which would be in about 30-minute increments.
And people have responded saying that they have found,
oh my gosh, yeah, like
grown a lot.
A ton of you guys are telling us that it's working for you, and because we know it works. It's just that people don't always put the time into it.
And by the way, arguably that's the best part of doing all of this YouTube stuff for us, is that you guys are trying the methods and strategies that we're laying out, and then you're messaging us, whether it's DMs or commenting publicly, and just being like, hey, I tried this, I got 40 new followers in 2 days because of this. This is amazing. Or I
hit my first 1,000 now because of this. Or my hashtags, so I'm reaching more people.
Keep letting us know, guys. Like, it's so, it's very gratifying for us to know that the things that we've sort of studied and used and leveraged for our own clients and our own platforms over the years are working for you guys immediately. It's like, it's very, very cool. So thank you for letting us know. And please keep telling us. We love it.
Next one is, and I know this is a question for you. Is Twitter dead/dying?
What do you guys think?
No, it's not.
It's not at all. Twitter is the most underrated, and the fact that someone even asked that just shows how underrated it is. I think it is, it's like one of those, it shouldn't be with, like, last I checked was in the 300 million monthly active users, but
I'll pop the number up here, confirm number up here.
Did not check that beforehand, should have checked. It feels like a niche place to be, but it's not with that volume. There's certain very specific opportunities on Twitter, and so many brands are killing it in very, very unique ways. I don't think it's dying at all. I think it potentially has plateaued, which is, and in this world of like crazy capitalistic growth, where growth is the only thing that matters, as soon as someone kind of plateaus and like, hey, we're coasting, we're doing all good, they automatically assume it's dead. It's dead, or it's dying, or something's wrong. I really don't think that's the case with Twitter at all. I feel like any person who's a celebrity or notable person will tweet, that tweet is usually what's referred to on the news. It's like people's preferred way of broadcasting a message to the public. Look at the American president is known more than anybody for his tweets.
Tweets like crazy. And
even
look at
the funniest one, the one you showed me yesterday, Elon Musk tweeted that he said that Tesla stock is too high in his opinion, and
lost $14 billion
in the value off one tweet. It's amazing to me.
Attention is there.
Attention is there. You just have to know how to use it, and I think it's an Instagram-centric world right now, and I think even arguably secondary is
TikTok.
To my chagrin, definitely I understand the value of it. I'm just not like into it. I like the skits. I do. I like when they put them on Twitter.
If you are managing an account, or if you yourself are a business that is targeting any Gen Zer, you need to be on that without question.
Yeah, but you got to know how to do it right. And I feel like if you don't have a Gen Z, or at least a young millennial on your team, you're probably going to come across like
you might do yourself a mischief.
So
just be very careful with that. But we digress.
Twitter is absolutely not dead or dying.
It's a different form of personality you get to have there, because it's just brief commentary. At No Name, check them out. They're killing Twitter.
It's a No Name
Away
brand.
Is great with it. Casper is great with it. It might be No Name brand, but there are brands who are connecting with the community, like No Name, which is just a product, which are like the lower tier products. Canadian lower tier products. They are killing it on Twitter, doing live broadcasts through Oscars and things like that, and they've really built a community for themselves there. So if you give it the time and attention it deserves, you will reap the benefits on Twitter. Additionally, it's important to be there because a lot of people go there to complain.
Oh my gosh.
So you want to make sure that you're there, and that complaint doesn't just go out there and there's no response from you to fix that complaint.
You have to be at least be aware and have, we always say, social media, you're the brand's digital bodyguard. So if you're not there to address somebody talking about your company, whether it's positive or negative, it's a huge missed opportunity, and it could be a potential problem. Because you're just getting somebody more and more upset. So be on Twitter.
Definitely not dead. Thriving. The next question is, any tips for photo/video who want to be content creators but not influencers? Love your work, by the way. Thank you.
So what I gather from this particular question is they're saying they're trying to differentiate between influencers, who I guess they probably mean the flat tummy tea type of influencer.
Yeah, that's what they're maybe
and
thinking.
a content creator.
Yeah.
If you guys watch our videos, you know that basically they're the same thing to us. We just don't like the word influencer. It's very narcissistic, I think.
And too broad.
And too broad, and it's meaningless. It's just like a buzzword.
Yeah.
Content creator means you create content. Influencers are content creators who have built a platform and people listen to them, and therefore they have influence. That's really all it is. And it's just like a really...
The Kardashians, they've created content. They're content creators. And they created products and built up from that. But that's what makes them influential.
Yes.
But technically, anyone who tells you to do anything and you do it has influenced you, which makes them an influencer in some way.
Anybody who is creating videos, photos, or some digital content that goes on a social media platform is a content creator.
Yeah.
So basically, the advice is the same. It's not really going to differentiate between the two. It's just don't be authentic to yourself, and then you won't be that influencer that you're probably referring to.
You're thinking of the people who are selling you ridiculous things online probably and just look ridiculous, or their feed becomes overburdened with sales and partnerships.
Yeah.
But I think being a content creator is a very cool thing. So if you're a photographer or a video person, maybe something to consider is not creating the whole account around your face, basically, you know, because that could be something that you're thinking of that's
maybe
a burden
that's what they mean.
And maybe that's what you mean. It doesn't have to be you, but if you're creating beautiful content, share that. The siren. Sorry guys, just trying to let the air in, you know, let some nice breeze come through on this nice Saturday afternoon.
Right.
But yeah, when you're thinking about the content that you're sharing, it doesn't always exclusively have to be about you, and that could be the hurdle that you're facing, that you feel forced to be in everything. That's not what's going to make you successful, or that's not what you need to grow. You can be a successful content creator just sharing what inspires you and sharing your work consistently and people authentically to you, and that authenticity is what's going to attract people to you.
I think most important is you have a niche. I feel like you have to have a topic. If you're a photographer and you only take pictures of birds or something, or
you're only specifically weddings, or you're a street photographer,
exactly.
You know?
Just pick something, and it doesn't have to be about you, and because that's what I think you're talking about. If it's all the pictures of you, like a typical influencer,
and you don't want to do that, which is fair.
That's okay. You don't have to be. Just have a niche. I'm sure you're interested in something, or what you're trying to create a platform for, and then just run with that and be authentic and build that community using the tips in the video we shared in the card and in the description earlier.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is it today. Thank you to everyone who asked us a question. If we didn't get to your question this time, we'll definitely try to get to it another time.
I'd like to do
Either way,
more
we should do them. Yeah, they're fun. We should try to do them more often. Jeez, it's a party outside there, eh? Motorcycles, sirens.
Close the door.
We're definitely going to do this more often with less ambient noise. We promise. Please feel free in the comments or on social to keep asking us questions. We'll either answer them directly, or we might save them for a video and we'll actually let you know. So when I'm finished editing this one and we publish it, I'm going to actually reply to everyone and let them know that their question was answered in this video.
Yes, and shout outs to all y'all coming through to our other social platforms from YouTube. A lot of people are following us on Instagram and shooting us a DM just being say, hey, I'm watching your videos, great stuff, or whatever.
Yeah.
Loving that. It is so cool. We appreciate you guys. All of those questions, except for the first one, were all from Instagram, and I would imagine a lot of those were from people who have come through from YouTube in the first place. It's like a sort of, I guess we knew it would kind of happen, but it's really cool now that we've hit like another milestone with the 2,000 subs, and then we just keep seeing people coming through and specifically telling us that's where they're coming through. So we're loving you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. It's really, really appreciated.
Yeah, it's really, really great. All right, guys. So if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. Join the team of 2,000 plus people who are on point and on top of social media, okay? We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on social media at High Season Co, and you can check out our website for resources at highseasonco.com. We will see you on Tuesday for our Instagram ads video. Stay tuned for that. Peace.